Hello, everyone. This is Selenadel, the Undead Gamer, and welcome back to another exciting installment of A Loading
The
Screen.
degeneracy of the hamlet
As you can see, it's still
nothing,
All
I
Saints
fear,
Day, as we've just come
when
back to the
compared to the
game.
condition of surrounding
There was no
acres.
occult, right? No occult. That's not good. I really like the occult, so we're gonna embark. Let's just do this. Two Sephirothia is still one. Alright, so this is gonna be our last pre-first boss mission. Deeds 3, Deeds 5, Deeds 5. Explore 90% of rooms. That's actually alright. So we're gonna get rid of him. We're going to bring Sephirothia. We are going to bring in Littlefinger. And we are going... No, we're going to bring in Morticia. Because we want to get her to level 2. And we're going to bring in Canterbury. And Quasimodo. Alright. Excellent. So... The first boss is the Necromancer. I'm sorry if I sound stuff up. I've explained in other videos I have some sort of nasal problem where, like, one nostril doesn't work. It actually makes, like, breathing like a chore. And I sound like I fucking am a whale sucking in air. It's really obnoxious. Oh well. So, but the goal is to get a full team of level 2 people. Then we'll go take care of the Necromancer. Once that happens, we're going to start branching out into the other sections a bit more. Deal with the
Pace out the
Hag
halls
and
of
the
your
other
lineage
characters.
once familiar.
So
Now,
we have to
Orin.
explore 90% of the room. So what we do is we go to this room first, and then we circle back. Whatever. You can take the damage. This is probably like our healiest team we could possibly have. That's fine, actually. Like, that is like a win-win for me. So, our pattern for this room, basically, what we're going to do is do. We're probably going to camp here on the first time, and then back it out. Hopefully we have enough food. Money was a little tight after I bought that 10k ring. We need to go a little... Jesus, they're hungry already. We need to go a little while being a little scrupulous. And just sort of stash up as much cash and needs as we can. We're going this way regardless, so we're gonna have to deal with this fight. We know a fight's there, so we're gonna pop some torches for the increased ambush chance.
Spirits are lifted,
We
and
did not
purpose is
get
made
it.
clear.
That's fine. Flashing daggers. Go Morticia. That actually reduced their bleed resist. That's awesome. And you're bleeding. Well, Quasimodo's a bleeding heart, so I'll accept it. I need a bandage. Nope. Flush. That's good. Kenny Bry is most likely going to kill that first guy off. Or not, because I don't think she'll be able to break... No, she will be able to. I was going to say, I don't think she'd be able to break
Confidence
through.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
But she can. But it does give her a debuff to her damage and dodge, which is
Press
Gambaggio.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Don't affect bleed, please. And stress. Just wicked hack.
Continue the onslaught.
And we took care of them.
Destroy them all.
Sorry, we just have to move the party around here. Yes, I know you're bleeding. You are no longer bleeding. Ugh, that's not good. Half the time I want to just burn those, but the other half... Yeah, I don't know, like, if there's some sort of tell or prompt. This is good. So going this way is going to result in us dealing with one fight At least till we get down to that golden room, which is great. Because there's no fights, and we've already seen what's coming, I don't mind letting us walk in the dark a little bit. Save on those torches. We'll deal with this fight. Hopefully it's just some spiders. Ha! I called it. Throwing knife this way.
Be gone, fiend.
No, so the book, I keep talking about this book I'm writing, everyone, and I'm sure you're sick and tired of listening to me. Assuming you are listening to me.
Executed with impunity.
My videos don't get many views. I'm on page 396. Now, of course, this is like double spaced, font 12 on a word processor. It's not like, you know,
even the
crisp
cold
or on paper or
stone
anything.
seems
So
bent on preventing passage.
when we actually get around to it, it might be a little bit different. Well, sorry, let's back up a little bit. I don't like backing up like that. It actually increases stress gain by a ton.
Wealth beyond measure.
We'll
Awarded to
take
the
this fight in the
brave and
dark
the
and hope we don't get
foolhardy alike.
ambushed. We did not. Alright, so we might actually get some really sweet loot out of this. Because again, we have loot increase and player crit increase. At the cost of the
As the
monsters
fiend
hitting
falls,
better
faint
and
hope
having more
blossoms.
damage, and also taking more stress. We are going to do a heal for the party. Yeah, that could have been better. But that guy hit for like nothing, and we resisted the move, which is great. Ooh, that hit hard. She's gonna have to heal herself, like, specifically. We're gonna intimidate. We want to reduce this guy's attack as much as we can. We want to ensure the death.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
We can sort of leave this guy in the back for now. Oof. Just because she can Iron Swan all the way to the back. So we don't have to worry about, like, clearing the corpses out of the way. That's what I meant. We're gonna have to Divine Grace herself. Because, like, one Divine Grace heals half of one of his shots. And he's hit her twice now. Which is garbage. That might change the order of our line a bit. Nope, she resisted the move. Good. So, we want to throw. Damn. If that had been a kill, that would have been really good for us. Ooh. Iron Swan. Oh, that's not good. Heal the party. That's also not good. Lowest roll on everybody. If that archer crits our healer now, she could go into a really bad place. So we're going to chop. On the bright side, this guy gets to go first, and awesome. So what we want to do now is spend a little bit of time healing, just so we can sort of deal with how much damage we took. But yeah, so my book is on page 396. I'm fairly positive we've passed the halfway point of the story, which feels great. You might be saying you're just now passing the halfway point at like 396. I honestly feel like we passed the halfway point a little while ago. It depends how wordy I guess
driven into the mud.
With some of the upcoming events that I have planned.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Because, yeah, sorry for the silence there. I was listening to
In
the guy
Radiance,
talk.
may we find victory.
Basically, the it's sort of like an epic quest. Not entirely. Traditional epic quest is often something almost metaphorical or theoretical. It's usually not like the romantic quest is what I'm talking about. When you think of the original romantic quest, it would be, in my opinion, the quest for the Holy Grail. right? That is the romantic quest. Romance Dawn incarnate. The idea of risking life and limb on this noble quest for something that might not exist, but never doubting for a second that it's worth making the trip. Because even if you don't find the thing you're looking for, you're discovering yourself along the way.
Finding the
The
stuff is only the
romantic
first
journey,
test.
that's what it's all about,
How
folks.
it must be carried home.
My story is very much of that genre. It's a romantic quest. To just give a little synopsis, the main character's uncle is captured. Basically, sort of. He willingly goes with a group of bad men to protect his family. Basically, he volunteers himself up as tribute, or whatever the hell the kids are listening to these days. Basically, he is in a position
Gathered close
where
in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
he needs to do this. Does anyone here have an actual disease? You do. Anyone else? You do? You have 2 diseases. I think that means they're diseases. So we're gonna try our snuff box. No, okay. Alright, we don't want to do that. Alright, excellent. That'll make sure that we're not ambushed while we leave here.
The
Which is
match
very
is
good.
struck. A blazing star is born.
So back to the book. So basically, there's a situation arises. A character, in order to protect his family, allows himself to basically be taken prisoner, and they don't really know if he's dead or alive. Basically, they've no idea. However, an event happens, and one of the people who was protected by that choice, that sacrifice, ends up becoming involved with the people anyways, without
The way is lit. The path
other
is clear.
group's intention.
We require only the strength
And it's
to
in a
follow
way
it.
that they can't just allow. We could just leave, but there's treasure in this room, and I'm being greedy. Also, the video's only 13 minutes. So, he ends up interacting with these people that his uncle originally tried to keep him from. Not by choice. Definitely not by choice. And not in a good way.
Unnerved,
And he ends up
unbalanced.
on the run, and alone, and desperate, and afraid. And that's like the first quarter of the book. The first quarter of the book is really following this 18-year-old kid. Like, someone who's spent a year away from home max. In a place, in a small backwater sort of city. Who now finds himself in, like, this massive capital city that's, like, a country's capital, a nation's capital. Trying to stay alive as best he can. Never knowing when one of these people who's coming after him is going to come after him. And it's supposed to be an extremely stressful experience. On top of that, the character develops a lot of stress from events that happen earlier in the novel, and actually like some straight up phobias, which are really fun to write because it makes him very, very human to have to deal with fear, I feel. And he eventually
Seize this
discovers
momentum.
not
Push on
proof,
to the
but
task's end.
basically the notion that his uncle could still be alive. Like, that these people took him captive.
If only
and just
treasure
killed
could
him.
staunch the flow of
So he dedicates himself
otherworldly
to trying to
corruption.
determine what they're doing so he can find his uncle. And it sort of is the romantic quest of him and his friends who come to his aid at his darkest hour, his time of need, and attempting to find this man who basically raised him. He was not without a father or father figure, but he had a very special relationship with his uncle. And that's sort of the story. It's very much this romantic quest. You don't know if
The light.
the uncle's alive or not. You don't know if all of their work is going to be fruitless or not until you get to the end of the journey. And there are specific events that I had plotted to happen, which basically like introduce characters and are interesting to the storyline, help provide backstory to his friends who are main characters, and just build the world of these characters by showing you the characters. Because again, I used to write fiction and fantasy a lot, and a complaint that was often levied against my work was that I spent too much time telling people about a world instead of showing it to them. So I've been trying to fix that. I'm definitely trying to create a world, breakthrough, where you're seeing these characters do things, and you're understanding the world and coming to see it much closer through their eyes. And I think I'm doing it. I think I am. It has me excited.
As victories mount,
I
so
should
too
stop
will
buying some
resistance.
damn keys. I think they're a waste of money at this point. Holy shit, never mind. We're done the mission, so we can get rid of that. But yeah,
The
so that's
shifted
sort of
corridors
like
and sloped walls of our
the
ancestry
idea
are
of
beginning to feel familiar.
It's supposed to be this romantic quest. There's this sense of justice in their actions. They believe what they're doing is right, and they're trying to stop a group of people who are a little unscrupulous. Man, I wish I could sell frickin' crests for deeds. Yep, we got our 2 level 2s. Awesome. And a 3rd level 2 as well. I much rather this than Fear of Beast. That's actually really good. And her speed going up if the torch is high is great, because the problem with our healers is that she's
The
often very
shadows
slow.
hide the guilty and the guilt-ridden alike.
Gain 1 resolve level. So basically, if I leave Silk idle, he will level up for free. Ooh. I might do that. Occult? Shit, did they get rid of the occult? I think they might have, and it's honestly like tearing my heart apart. Let's see the blacksmith. Can we afford the weaponsmithing? Yes, we can.
Fan the flames.
Time to lose
mold
like
the
all
metal.
of our money.
We are raising
We're
an
not
army.
taking Silk with us because we want him to get the free level. We don't really use her to attack. We can't take him with us. We definitely are gonna end up taking Morticia, Quasimodo. And we're probably going to take Sparhawk. Does anyone need stress who won't be coming with us on the boss fight? Nope, that seems fine. We should upgrade Walter White's, statutes. And a few other people. Oh, but could use upgrades. Littlefinger could definitely use a sickle and loot. Canterbury could use her reinforced glaive. But see, we're down to like 5 grand now. We need to save all the rest of the money. Alright, so I want to thank you all for watching. Again, please comment, like, subscribe. It helps me a lot to see any feedback from you. Have a great day.